slide, then he told my niggas trying to plug in. Free PO, my niggas doing 20 something. So 670, I'm young, black, and gifted. Couple niggas depending on me, that's my tradition. I'm gon' get, I'm gon' get it. These bitches fuck everyone and y'all take them serious. I was in the box behind how I'm gon' make a killing.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. And we back, y'all. And we back, y'all. And we back, y'all. Yo, I haven't done that intro in a minute. That was from season 1 when I used to do that. Yo, it's your host, Mighty Mav, a.k.a. Penny Ottaway, a.k.a. Daddy Durag, a.k.a. Slim Thugger, a.k.a. Professor X, because I handle all my business sitting down. Ow, you ain't catch me slipping because I had my shades on early, you feel me? Yo, I'm back. We are back with another episode. What's this? Season 2, episode 10? No, 9? 10. Oh shit, I'm on number 10. And for the win, without a sin, I bring a gift to you today. You know what I'm saying? All my relationships, all the people that I'm bringing up here so far have been those of more than a decade, right? I would say that everybody that I'm speaking to now, I've been in some type of association, some type of collective, some type of brotherhood, sisterhood of more than a decade. And today, on another Sunday, you feel me? Yo, it's my birthday weekend. It just passed. You know what I'm saying? I had some champagne, but I ain't pop it. Bro was telling me to pop it. But without further to do, well, however you say that, I would like to introduce my boy, someone that I consider to be of high status in my life. Someone that has taught me some things. Entrepreneur, a professional, a fitness advocate, someone that is all about the Benjamins, promoter, educator. I could just say so much about it, but more or less someone that's dear to my heart, my boy Rel Easy. Y'all, let's give it up for him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yo, I appreciate you for coming through.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is our school. Yo, you was part of season 1. Back then,
season 1, I was on season 1, right? It was like 8 or something.
It was back
around
then.
There,
yeah, that was the studio setting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the world shut down. We went through our different stages of developing, what we could develop to continue on with our craft, you know what I'm saying? And
yes,
now
sir.
We have the opportunity to do the same thing here, you know what I mean, with my boy James Bourne, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, we fixing credit out here, so, you know what I'm saying? Get out with us, you know what I'm saying? And it's a notary next door, too, for $1, holla, you know what I'm saying? Get that stamp, make sure them letters is correct, feel me? But, yeah, so I'm bringing my boy Rel through today, and, you know, it's been, like I said, a decade.
Mm-hmm.
More than a decade. You know, we could talk about the childhood relationships, teenage relationships, adulthood relationships, you know, but since we're on season 2 and so much has happened, you know.
You pop the champagne?
Oh,
You pop the champagne for your birthday, man?
I do that, but, and you know, it's just a pause. It's just a pause moment because I'm thankful to have this opportunity and share with you again.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we was doing that, I don't think people were really talking about podcasting or things like that. Like back then, you know what I mean? And I think about that too. You know, as I was introducing my boy James, I was like, yo, he was at maths class. And that was in like 2012, 13 or something like that.
Right.
So now we, you know, full circle coming back and doing this again. You know what I mean? How you been, man?
I've been good. Wait, Art up there?
Nah, he was just there. He was just chilling.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Came through with a couple of other...
he had the dreads.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was...
My memory is top tier.
Right? For real. You know what I'm saying? And that was a while ago, bro. When,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? Like that journey of entrepreneurships, you know what I mean, started and things like that. And,
Yes.
you know what I mean? That's where you at now. So, you know, Tell me a little bit more what's going on with you right now, man. Because, like, you know what I mean? I want to get it started like that. For real, honestly.
Well, as of right now, I just had a fitness class today. It was amazing, by the way. So I'm getting back into that. I'm developing a new camp. Hey, hello.
Sound like a party.
Yes, sir. I'm developing a new campaign for speed dating. So I'm bringing speed dating to Brooklyn. I'm not sure if they have it out here already, but the way that we have it set up, nobody would do it like that. Obviously, you got my man right here. He's definitely going to be one of the hosts, so it's going to be a great time for everybody who's interested in things like that, for all the singles out there. I'm also launching a new karaoke campaign, Karaoke and Paint.
No, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm confused here.
Off camera shit.
I'm launching a new Karaoke and Paint campaign as well, so I'm preparing for that. I'm also, Quarter and myself, my business partner, we're preparing to start a campaign for the Hardstack Barbecue early. So that's my main focus right now.
Yo, so, you know, one thing that, if you didn't know, we just, I'm not even gonna lie, I feel really good to just be around you and you saying like the Hardstack shit. Yo, if you don't know, if you haven't been to, you probably do know. Even if you haven't been to one, I feel like the community, our community, knows something about the barbecue in some capacity in 6 degrees of separation.
It's a staple.
Yeah, and that's been going on for more than, what you on year 10, year 11 this year.
Year 11. This year will make 11 years.
That's crazy.
It would have been 12, but the pandemic.
The pandemic shut it down,
It
yeah.
would have been on 12 right now.
12 years
That's right.
of entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? And I wonder what keeps you going, what keeps that engine flowing for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you continuously do that and put in those amount of hours to do something besides what you do as a professional?
The goal is to make that my primary source of income and to gain more freedom in life so I can have more time, because to me time is the true luxury. So if these things could fund my lifestyle, then I'll be good with that. But you have your slow moment, so that's where your 9 to 5 picks up. Your 9 to 5 picks up from where the events cut you off at. You understand me?
Yeah.
So that's my main purpose. To spend more time with my kids.
Did you see yourself doing this like when you were in high school or in college?
Yes.
You did?
Day one.
Yo, I keep telling the story, right? We was in Monroe, we was in a room, and you showed me Tim Hardaway, like he was throwing parties. I'll never forget that. I keep telling you the story.
400 Club, yeah.
Yo, he was like, yo, I want to do this. And I'm saying, like, you know, I'm with that. I like that. That sounds fire. Yeah. Who else was some of those other people that got you, like, motivated? Because you mentioned Quarter, too. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Quarter Combs, too, man, for real.
Yeah, that got me motivated.
Yeah, got you motivated that you seen was
I don't
like...
know. I just always wanted to do events. There was nobody in particular, but people who inspired me the most, for sure, my boy Compton. My boy, at the time, it was Diddy and Starks during that time. FAIC, back then, they were doing big events. And that's pretty much it.
FAIC, I remember them. That's crazy. Yeah.
So these were people...
Fresh and in Charge or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing events, and it kind of inspired me to want to step my game up.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that. Then, you know, the party aspect, and then you add in more elements into it with the art world. You know what I'm saying? Where does that come from? Like, how does that fusion happen? Because we talked about like math class and stuff like that, and that was like a art / like entertainment type thing. So where does that come from? You know what I mean? How does that start off for you?
All right, so my goal was to always incorporate the things that I love, and do my best to generate revenue from that, because that way it won't seem like I'm working. So I'm an artist myself, you understand? So I incorporate the things that I love. So I said one day, my girlfriend at the time, she came back with this painting. And I was like, where you was at? She was like, oh, we was painting. They was giving us wine. I said, you painted that? She was like, yeah. I said, so how was the class? What were y'all doing? That's dope. She was like, oh, they was just, playing some like jazz music. I'm like, nah, jazz. I said, yo, I could do that with like R&B or something. And then that's what sparked the idea from actually her going to the event from Groupon. And I took it and put my event on Groupon, and then it skyrocketed from there.
So you like the arts. Now, you said as being an artist yourself. What time? Well, I like to ask artists this: if you could paint in another time or live in another time as an artist, what time would that be? Like
that's easy. The 80s.
The 80s.
The 80s and the 80s for sure though.
And
when J&B and Andy, like during those times.
Okay. I mean, is that like street level painting? That's trains. That's all that, or
everything.
Everything. Now, if you don't know, right? What form of artistry do you practice? If you don't mind telling them. I mean, you don't gotta say no names or nothing like that.
Understood. The street art.
Yeah, street art. Got you.
Lettering, graffiti, cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do realism, but landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are things those are my specialties.
Yeah, I mean,
and creative arts as well, because I do have a clothing line alongside my boy Fly Guy Lou.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit more too. You know what I mean? Because you had your fitness outfit on today, I understood, but you know what I mean, as we going on, right? Don't forget season 2, episode 10. Yo, drop a comment, you know what I mean? Share this with somebody. We talk about art here at Art School, the podcast. It's a university of individuals that are doing a thing, right? And we're talking about all forms of the art, which you have practiced, right? And I think your form of art is like entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? It's not like an entrepreneur. It's like ART in front of that, because you're always making ways to do that. And like you said, with your fashion line, and that's Hate NYC, right? That was 2013 too. 12, okay. Now,
so I view art as being a visionary, because some people don't have the talent to actually draw things, but they have the imagination, and then somebody with the skill can bring that to life. So I don't only feel like art is based off what you can do physically with the pen or brush, It's bringing things to life.
Were there any artists that got you going as far as with your own style and things like that?
With my own style of personal art?
Yeah, like your own style, personal art.
I just always drew. There was this girl in my class named Janice. She was, we were in the first grade, and she would draw real people. I was amazed by that. Like, how she drawing these people?
What's up, Janice? How you doing, Janice?
And my boy Jamel, we had like 4 Jamels in the class, right? So his name was Jamel Rivera. He used to draw on the desk. Cartoons and Mickey Mouse. And I was like, yo, how they drawing this? So I started drawing and practicing every single day because of them. That's how I really started. Before I even got into anything else. So, transferring into different types of mediums and things like that. I was drawing on a desk and back in my notebook in school. From Janice and Jamel Rivera.
That's crazy. Shout outs to Janice and Jamel Rivera, J.E. We know what's up, baby. You know what I mean? Hope you're doing well out there, taking care of yourself and all that. His name was James. James was doing it in the back of the books. And I was like, yo, dude, his name is in every book. Yo, this is crazy. Like, who is this kid? He showed me, and I remember him bringing out this marker, right? It was silver, all silver with the black lines on the side. It was the most potent of smells that it was like,
it was a pilot.
It was more than a pilot. It wasn't the white holster for the pilot. It was a silver marker. and it was so potent. I mean, it was so black that it turned silver on the back of the book. That's how real it was. Like, yo, this shit was deep, right? So shout outs to James. Yo, I haven't seen him in years. Have you bumped into Janice?
No.
Nah, never. You haven't seen her since?
I seen her about 5 years ago, maybe. She and I are friends on Facebook, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And
so,
she could still draw too. She's like 20 times better.
20 times better.
Crazy.
I like that. Yo, Janice, come up here if we could find you again or whatever, 5 years later, make this a reunion thing, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, so as we proceed to give you what you need, right? It's my birthday's weekend, right? And I was talking to my son, and I was watching him control Alexa, right? And in the midst of that, I was saying, man, now we have children, and we're showing them the ropes, and we getting the opportunity to be the things that we wanted to be, right? As entrepreneurs. If your children decides to go into the fields that you're in, do you have, what's some of the things that you would tell them to look out for?
I wouldn't tell them to look out for anything. I would tell them to be consistent and resilient and disciplined. Mm-hmm. And once they do that, they don't have to look out for anything. Mm-hmm. And I tell them to study.
Okay, like that. Yo, what's I know you're into reading, right? You got any books that you would like to share?
Like to share?
Yeah, for the audience out
there.
there.
You know what I'm reading now?
Yeah, what you reading right now?
Cry Like a Man by Jason Wilson. And I'm reading this book called The Body Keeps Score. It's basically about how we hold on to traumas subconsciously from our childhood and how it affects us as adults.
You think some of those traumas is catching you now? Or how you dealing with that?
Well, I had the opportunity to sit with myself for some time. And when I was sitting with myself, as I was reading the book, I was like, yo, I do need to change some things about myself. We won't never be perfect, you understand me? But it's things about us that we don't like, right? So I had the opportunity to work on those things in the book. Help. The book, I gotta stop doing that. Like while I'm in mid conversation, I can't do that,
I'm sorry, man.
That's come on, man.
I'm sorry, man. This is live and direct here, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell, because when we were talking earlier, I said, yo, you know the premise of how I do this is? He said, yeah, I'm just follow suit. And I was like, all right, when we start, yo, pass the bottle, my boy. Yo, you need a plate. Rosa's gonna come over here. She'll be like, would you like some tea? Live and direct on you and all that. Yo. It's really gracious over here. You know what I mean? Spectacular. You know what I mean?
Right, but yeah, as I was saying, it messed up my whole train of thought, man.
Man, you come back to it. We can get back to it. Yo, hey, NYC, fashion, you know what I mean? Right now, you're about to put out some more work. You've been doing that consistently, right? You talk about things that you would pass down to your daughters, right? And
I'm not passing that down to my daughters.
I mean, not the hate NYC thing, but I'm saying the consistency of doing something over a moment of time.
My oldest daughter's a dancer.
Oh, okay.
And my youngest daughter, she's an artist and a dancer. So I know for a fact my oldest daughter will be involved with dance. Whether she's an instructor or a professional dancer, she's going to be something. She's like an amazing dancer. She goes on like tours and everything.
That's crazy.
Like recitals. She leads the dance team and everything.
I like that. That's pretty cool. I think about that and I say, man, I wonder what Melo's gonna do. But we already know he gonna do.
Yeah, because he's already picking up questions. So, he's
Yo, shout out to my boy, you heard, Mr. Stippet. I love you out there, you know what I mean? Yo, this is season 2, episode 10. I'm grateful, you know what I mean, to have another lap around the sun. Shout out to everybody that was shooting me DMs saying what's up, you know what I mean, happy birthday and all that. Yo, James Born LLC, we fix your credit. Get up with us, you know what I mean? We was talking about those books that you read. You ever read Rules of a Night?
No.
Yo, it's a good book. I really like Rules of a Night. That's one of my favorite books. It's a short book too, for real.
One of my ultimate favorite books is The Alchemist. You ever read The Alchemist?
Yeah, I read it for a little minute, but I was so I like this whatever is coming from the book that I want to design another Alchemist book.
You want to design it?
Yeah, I want to do it.
I don't understand.
Like the way that the cover looked to me when I was reading the book, like even before I opened the book to read a word, I was just like, oh, yo, I would want to do my own Alchemist book, and you know what I'm saying.
Got you.
Whatever is in it, but you know what I mean. Just because of that, it's on my Cash App. You can hit me up. You know what I mean. $ mathematics. You heard, but yeah, I like the Alchemist too. I really like it. It's really cool. You know what I mean. From what I've gotten from it, you know what I mean. Your top 3 artists right now that you are working with. You got Dose. You work with him. Right.
There's not really a top 3.
Well, I ain't gonna say top 3. Well, 3 of the artists that I've noticed that you work with. So you work with myself. We're gonna put out a capsule real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Dose and you have
Ewok.
and Evok. So you also got like some of the other stuff. I want to talk a little bit more about Hate NYC because you got the Black Kings Protect Queens, that series. I like that. The Leah, the Brown flag. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit more about how you put together these capsules with the individual artists and then your own, like work on your own branding for NYC because it seems really cool. It's not like hate, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like hate is coming from that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It seems like mad love. So talk a little bit more about the
brand?
Yeah.
Alright, so Hate NYC Fashion is a clothing line that my boy Lou and myself decided to come up with. So he and I was speaking one day. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come up with a clothing line." I said, "Listen, bro, I understand you want to come up with a clothing line. I got a name already. If you cool with that, if you're not cool with it, we can come up with a new name." But I always wanted to make this a clothing line. So he was like, I told him the concept behind it. He's like, "Yo, I like that." So basically, hate stands for having all the exposure. Hate is basically confused admiration. When you usually hate somebody, at one point you probably love them. And usually when people are haters, they're hating on somebody that's doing good, right? So how can you really hate somebody that's doing good in life? Like LeBron James, Steph Curry, they have the biggest haters in the world, but they're like some of the greatest athletes of all time. Mm. So the concepts basically come from controversial things or just things based around New York City and or the tri-state area, Connecticut, New Jersey. So for example, we got the Nas and Prodigy shirt, Kings Protect Queens, pun intended, right? And you got the Biggie shirt. So that idea came from, one day I was fasting and I said, "Yo, what if we just had Biggie, but his head was a balloon and he was holding a balloon?" And I called Dose because Dose is ill with. I just felt like he could bring that to life. And I called him. He said, "Yo, that's tough. I'm gonna work on it right now," because he actually liked the concept, so he worked on it. And Evok, he put out these images, and he was like, "Oh, I drew these images. I'm giving away free tattoos. Like, you have to let me tattoo it on you." I was like, "That's crazy." But I seen one of the images. And I said, "Yo, that would look dope on a shirt." I said, "Yo, I don't want the tattoo, but I want it on a sweater." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "I like the look," because he does these fingers, behind like the. It reminds me. It? Like as we talking, can you put it the picture?
I'll see what we could do. But it seems like it's more like Cause-ish, like how Cause came out back. I'm not gonna say
really, nah.
No. I'm
That's
not
original.
No. What I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to say that his work looks like Cause work, but what I'm saying is you have an image that exists already, and then you put the cartoon around it. That's where I'm saying
the picture was original.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like your Raiders, right? The haters.
That was I just created that in my mind and I asked him to put the fingers behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the same thing that that Cause would do with his imagery. So it'll already be the existing model, and then he'll just put his little thing around it, and that's what I'm
saying. It was nothing. Everything was his.
Oh, okay.
He drew it from scratch.
Oh, okay.
And put the fingers behind it. The Raiders. He has a character. I said, "Yo, instead of putting the Raiders do, I asked him to do that." Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, "Yo, this is dope." So I'm gonna use Evok like a good 3 or 4 times, and the first artist I ever used was you.
That's
The
crazy.
first collabo.
Yeah,
And now we
that's
back with another collabo.
back in the man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's cool because like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know.
I feel like I think I feel like artists these days don't get enough credit. They don't get enough platforms to showcase their art on. Like you see Cause could do Kith and Cause could do Supreme and things like that. But we could do that with each other.
Yeah.
So
I was looking at that and that form of I was gonna say like if there was a brand that Hate NYC would collab with, but then I was like, you're collaborating with individual
Artists.
brands
Yes.
as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I want to collaborate with another brand. I'll collaborate with more artists.
Mm.
Or we will.
I feel you. I like that. I would like to see more. You know what I mean? And I congratulate you on being so consistent with that because it's been a long time. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but it's been some moments, and you put in those hours. You know what I'm saying? One artist that you would like to past or present do a collab with.
Nova. He and I were actually speaking recently. He's like, I don't really do collabs, so I'm trying to convince him to do that.
Yo, stop playing, Nova. We know who you are, man. Stop playing, brother. Come on, man. Check us out, man. You know what it is, too, man. It's Champagne Poppy. You know what I'm saying? It's your host with the most, Mighty Mav, a.k.a. Penny Hardaway, a.k.a. Daddy Durag, a.k.a. Slim Thugger, a.k.a. Professor X, because I handle all my business sitting down. Al, free to wave. Yo, we halfway through. I got my boy Rel Easy here with me. You know what I'm saying? James Bourne in the back. You know what I'm saying? Rose over there just chilling real quiet. Yo, the last time I was here, we ate. We sat at the table.
You just asked me a question.
I did. What I asked you?
Who I want to collab with?
You said Nova.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Just breaking it down. We was sitting at the table and we was eating like a family, and that felt good. So I want to appreciate. I thank y'all for that. You know what I mean? You don't know. We don't sit at the table no more, right?
Oh.
No, I'm saying most of the time when we eating, like we out there, we just sitting in our room or something like that. We sitting at a couch. So I was like, yo, we really at a table eating like together. This is really good. And it's not Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving, I don't want to.
You don't celebrate? You don't celebrate?
I do, but it was just a rough one for me this year.
I feel you. I hear that. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
I hear you on that. You know. So yeah, you said Nova. Who else you got in mind?
Minus.
I was just talking about him earlier to myself. For real.
Why? What happened?
Nah, I was just talking about the relationship that Minus and I have. You know what I mean? That's all. I'll be talking to myself a lot. You know. So as I was going to go visit my mom's, I was just thinking about it. Yo, supremely skilled, ninja style. We miss you, brother. Come on out here. Come on down to our school. Come talk to me. You heard? I'm gonna send you this anyway on the gram, so don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Who else?
Dev Rock
What's up, Dev?
and Keps.
I feel you.
That's all I can think of for now.
All right, so you got another I would say little thing that you got going. I ain't gonna say little thing, but you into sneakers too. You know what I mean? And the showcasing of it. You know what I mean? I see that on one of the shows that you had a portion where you was talking about sneakers.
Segment,
Sneaker segment. Talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I think that everybody we attract at our shows and events, when it comes to these pop-ups that we do, they dress a certain way. So I was looking around the building like, yo, everybody has some dope sneakers.
Yeah, it has some heat on.
Yeah, and it was some heat for real.
Yeah.
So I did a little sneaker segment, and I'll do that at every show because I feel like our crowd of people are just so stylish.
Mm-hmm. You say you was the fly guard.
I'm the fly guard.
You said you was the fly. You said
that.
You said
that about me.
No, I didn't say that about you. You the fly guard. Tell me a little bit more about your taste in fashion. You know what I mean? Besides Hate NYC, is there anything else
My
that you look?
personal style?
Yeah, your personal style, or any other brands that you look at and you say, "Hey, they got some fire." Or do they have fire? Because I don't really see nobody with no fire like that. I mean, I
put things together, man. It's like it's hard for I don't know. I'm a visionary, so I'll just see something and just know it's gonna look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Ava Rex is cool right now.
Oh, okay.
I think that Supreme is always classic.
Mm-hmm.
BBC, 10 Deep, they never go out of style.
That's
Polo.
Oh, Polo.
You can never go wrong with Polo.
Mm.
Some good. When it comes to jeans, it doesn't really. I wear American Eagle jeans, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's all about how I put the outfit together.
I feel you. I like Flame on Earth. That's a dope brand that I mess with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Flame on Earth is fire. Shout out to my boys out there in Houston, Texas. I can't name them off the top of my head, and I don't want to go into my phone and be rude, but there's a couple of other brands that I'm watching out there. So shout out to all the independent brands out there that's rocking, creating waves on your own. That's what you're supposed to do at art school. Like, you're supposed to come up with your own steezy when you putting out these things. You know what I mean? Because that's what makes you you. And right. I think that's what you're doing with Hate NYC. You know what I'm saying? As an entrepreneur, like I said, with the ART in front of it, you're working with artists. You know what I'm saying? And that showcases what you are as an individual.
Well, I feel like, I'm not saying people won't get the opportunity, but why not start with my peoples first? I'm not looking to work with Cause or any of these other artists, because I feel like our people are just as good as them, or if not better. They just have more consistency and exposure.
I like that. That sounds good. You really sound seasoned too in your interviewing skills, where it's you get straight to the point and look at the you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get straight to it and just bah. You know what I mean? I peep you on that. This guy is seasoned. I'm telling you. Stop. You know what I mean? This guy is seasoned. So right now too, right? You got the speed dating, clothing line,
fitness, Chop Shop Fitness.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Got that going on. What else?
Well, the speed dating and it's all Hearts Deck events. Right? Everything is under the umbrella of Hearts Deck events. So there's no limitations to it, but we have the pop-up shops.
What's that, January 15th?
January 15th.
Mm-hmm.
We even did a R&B show before.
Yeah.
We did an R&B concert, live band, live performances, like an acoustic feel, like an MTV. What was that show on MTV?
It was
Unplugged. It was like an Unplugged type of vibe.
Yeah.
We have the karaoke and paint coming up. And we have the Hearts Deck barbecue.
That's crazy. You moving all around like an octopus, like many arms. You know what I mean? Going into different entities. Of creating revenue and things like that. When I see that amongst black men, right? That's something that we don't really focus on talking about as much. You know what I mean? And saying that, hey, these things is. You know what I mean? These opportunities exist. You know what I mean? Is that because you're putting yourself around those type of people? You asking those questions? I don't know. I don't really got a question to ask you, but it's just more so like, you know what I mean? How's that working for you? Or how does that work for you?
Ask again, please. I'm sorry.
So, like, I'm just saying, when you're... Black men, we don't talk about it as much. Why do you think we don't talk about that?
Talk about what as much?
Like trying to open up those doors in different ways, you know what I mean, to create revenue for themselves. Why do you think that happens?
It's not for everybody. So everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. We wouldn't be no workers. Being an entrepreneur is hard. That's one of the hardest. People barely get up for work in the morning, yet alone run their own business. You understand me? Because people need to find their passion and what they love. And some people will die without finding that passion. Some people are born with knowing what that passion is already. Like my daughter, for example, she's going to be a dancer or something that's involved with dance. She put that in her mind already. Some people aren't lucky enough or blessed enough to have those things.
Have you found your passion?
I'm living my passion.
Ooh, told you he's seasoned. That's seasoned right there. That's seasoned. You're in the playoffs, right? What is it? The Eastern Conference Finals. That's a seasoned answer. I like that. I really do like that. Yo, shout out to my man James Bond with the Dipset belt on today. Jewel's dip. Santana set. Yo, I be with a gang, hanging bang, animals and orangutans.
The BBC belt is
crazy right now. The BB Simeon, I feel it. Yeah, that's a BB Simeon. Yo,
crazy.
Yo, did you have the BB? You had a BB?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got a picture. Can you put the picture on this episode? You had it. Yo, holding a sneaker box.
Yo, holding a sneaker box with the BB
on. You know I had it. Why you ask me if I had it?
Nah, I just had to get it on
air. You have the belt? Yeah, you saw me with the belt on, man.
Yo, that was fire, boy.
Yo, that picture, yo. I'm gonna put this on.
The BB. You kidding me?
Oh my god.
Stop playing with the BB. Yo, NYC shit, right? I think that's what hate NYC does for me too. It gives me that NYC feel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, BBs and shit like that. Like, what was one item that you had to have that was like known in the hood?
What?
Clothing, yeah, fashion wise.
Hard denim Levi's.
Hard denim Levi's. I feel you. I think mine was the Adidas tracks, the Adidas track with the white line on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was mine right there.
At one point, it was a little different though, because I think that we created a wave with the SBs, and you kind of set that off. You did set it off.
They were cheap. They were cheap.
Now they're super expensive.
They were
cheap.
Walk
in Supreme and just get a
that's what I'm saying. That's another reason why I was able to get so many pairs, because they were cheap.
Well,
they
$100.
Yeah, $90 maybe.
No one had them.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, why not get this? It's soft. It's cushioned. It's
exclusive. Comfortable.
The comfortable. It's the tongue is so nice. It is not hard. You know what I mean? You know you walking throughout the city all day long. Mm-hmm. Why not get 2-3 pairs of them? You only spent $220 maybe. You know what I mean? Like, yo, come on. And there was no tax on it. Remember, after, that's when they put, if you spend over
100,
the tax and all that. Yeah, so it was like, nah, I'm spending 80 flat, and I get the sandwich from Wendy's. What? You crazy?
Oh, yeah, up the block.
Up the block. That's was crazy. Busting this. Yo,
Wendy's is still there too, right?
No, it's not there no more.
Oh yeah?
Nah, it's gone, man. Broadway looks horrible right now.
Wow.
There's so much different development going on, and as I say, you know what I mean, we talk about like the decade.
I pour myself. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I pour for myself.
I didn't know you wanted another cup, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like the time and things like that. You know,
pour my own cup. Don't worry about it.
Where do you see Hate NYC in the next, you know what I mean, 10 years?
10
or 5.
I can't think that far, but in the future, I do see Hate NYC growing online and probably having a brick and mortar, but it wouldn't be a traditional store. Yeah, it wouldn't be a traditional store. It would be more or less like an experience. So when you come to the Hate NYC store, you'll get an experience and you'll be able to shop as well.
I feel you.
You can't give away too many secrets.
I feel you. You gonna be selling art in there too?
Everything.
I feel you.
Everything. Wow, and another goal is to just... One of my favorite artists, she just did this. She did a tour, bro. She did like 6 states. So getting big enough to do that would be amazing.
You said one in, who is she? Who is she talking?
Sutai.
Oh, Sutai. Yo, shout out to Sutai. Maybe we could get you up here at art school, you feel me? I won't smoke so many blunts around you, you know what I'm saying? Because you all pretty and all that. And I know you need the rose petals and everything sprayed around you. But you know what I'm saying? Come down here, 2 Glock... Yeah, I just went there, right? 2 Glock 9s, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Come down here. We could talk to you at art school. Season 2, episode 10. I'm here with Rel Easy, right? We talking more about your entrepreneurship, you know what I mean? Sipping champagne and things, and celebrating life and your goals. Yeah, my birthday and your goals and aspirations and everything like that. And
Right.
how does that feel for you right now? Like, what type of spirit are you in with that?
I practice gratitude, so every idea that I'm able to bring to life, I'm happy to execute it, and I'm blessed to be able to think the way I think when it comes to curating these events.
You gonna add that to the resume too, curator?
I'm an event planner, man.
Okay.
So that's a part of who I am. That's what I do. So these creative things I speak to my team about, and we execute. We don't always we win majority of the time, but the goal is to let this be the primary machine for our families and our friends, so our friends can have job opportunities. And that's one thing I really want to master, being able to help my peoples get jobs, nepotism.
I like that. I see that. You can't see it, but that man got 2 phones. I only got one. You know what I'm saying? That man got 2 phones. You know what I mean? Like Rich the Kid. I got 4 phones. Little block is hot. Trap a lot. I feel you. So we working on that. And employment, man. That's a real. Then that's when you can consider yourself a boss. Cheers to you on that.
I'm a boss now, but
I feel you, champion.
did?
I feel you.
I get what you're saying.
Because one thing about the art, I think, is, well, what we're doing out here too. You can't consider yourself a boss if you don't have no employees. You know what I mean? Somebody told me that. And it's like, yeah, you could, say that you may be working as an individual and things like that, but you can't consider yourself to be a boss until you have employees. So, shout outs to you on that, man, because you said job opportunities and hiring. Other people don't have that opportunity to do that. They go work for somebody else and things that matter. You know what I mean?
But even hiring a DJ, in that moment, that DJ is working for you, because you have to. Anybody on staff that night is working for the company. Not necessarily me, because the company is bigger than myself.
Which is?
Heartstack LLC, Hate NYC Fashion LLC. Like, it's bigger than Real Easy. You understand? That's the goal.
I like that.
The brand is the primary focus.
I like that.
I'm just a small piece of it,
Yeah, I want to go to a brief. We was talking about it earlier, but Brittany, she's freed.
You want to talk about that?
Nah, I'm saying, like, do you think that's like something that should be talked about?
We can. I mean, that's just the world we live in. Everyone has rules and regulation. No, it could be small to us, but it was probably big to them. And that pen or what have you, they took it serious. So she had to eat that.
Yo, do you think Banksy is overrated?
Banks, no way. Anybody who is a center of attention can't be overrated. Because that takes a certain type of skill. He's mysterious.
Do you think Banksy is one person?
Do I think?
I don't think Banksy is one person.
I don't know.
I think Banksy is a team.
I don't think One Up is a team.
Oh.
I think Banksy is one person.
Who's the biggest graffiti team you see right now in New York City?
2DX.
2DX? Shout out to Deck and y'all guys. What's up, man? What's up? You want to come down here? You want to come to art school? I got Flav coming up here soon. I got Maine coming up here soon. I got some hitters coming up here soon, man. Okay. So, shout outs to all the brothers that's in the game, too. Shout outs to my boy Cylon, too. He had said something to me on the gram. He was
and LNE.
LNE.
2DX and LNE.
Yo, the young boys, they going crazy right now. Shout outs to LNE. Yo, Rebo, all y'all, y'all going crazy right now. I'm not even gonna lie, you know what I mean? But yo, when y'all, you know what I'm saying, part of the town, come holla at us, man. We out here, we might be able to come outside, you know what I mean, depending on the weather, things like that, you know what I mean? Who does it better? Nobody. than the boys. You feel me? So
I don't do graffiti.
we ain't talking about you.
Okay.
I ain't said never said that.
So,
Never said that.
I'm a fan though.
I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of the game. I appreciate the guys that is going on, but 2DX, LNE, you know what I mean? They doing their thing, and shout outs to you guys on that. You said you had, what was her name again? Say it again. What's her name? Suta, right? Any other, I wouldn't say contemporary artists or conceptual artists that you're looking at out there too, and that's like, oh man, they fire. I'm gonna put the dun 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 dun.
I can't think of the top of my head right now. I wish I could.
Oh man,
but my friends are really dope. Aside from her, Math, Dev, Dose, E-Rock again. You know who really knows how to draw really good too? Sino. Sino is a really good artist.
TIS.
Yeah.
This is serious. You know what I'm saying?
So like, I'm a fan of my friend's art. Like Minus is ill.
Yeah, I seen a truck with Dink TIS today. I'm like, what?
It was in red.
Yeah, it was in red, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. You seen it too. We out here. You know what I mean? I was also thinking about this too right now. Like, if you could redesign a jersey from the NBA and any team, who would it be?
The Vancouver Grizzlies.
That's the Memphis Grizzlies.
No, I would redesign the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh, you would they would get a team again?
No, they had to redesign it like currently, or any jersey period.
Any jersey.
The Vancouver Grizzlies.
Okay, all right, it's cool. Is any jersey that you see right now that's like, oh, that's really fire, like with the new color schemes that they got for the NBA, things like that. I like what they did with Portland, with the PDX and the Tiffany blue. That was fire.
The Suns.
The Suns, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the Suns is pretty fire too. I mentioned them last week too.
I think they brought back the classic jerseys.
Yeah, they brought back the classic too. Yeah, that's always top 3 jerseys of my list of all time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And the classic Magics.
Yeah, I was gonna say starting with the Orlando Magic, that's one. You know what I mean? That blue and things like that. You know what I mean? The stripes, it's phenomenal. Sensational, as my boy
The
featured.
Pistons. The classic Pistons?
Yeah, Grant Hill.
The classic Pistons jersey.
The red.
Crazy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fire too. Yeah, Zaire Thomas. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you.
No, not that one. The one where Grant Hill was there. And had the horse.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Grant Hill too. Yeah, either or. Yeah, they was both fire. I agree with you, man. I like those jerseys. For real, they was fire. So, it's something that you would like to say to your future self. I'm gonna put that in here too. Don't worry about it.
I would say continue to practice what you preach. Don't be a hypocrite.
Heard you. I like that. Right? That's fire. I'll probably tell myself, check your feet.
And not only that, don't let the past define you. Keep moving forward. Maintain discipline.
Yo, you like my setup? I put the Rubik's Cube and the paint and stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can't forget. The Static Mag, Jay Stone, you know what I mean? The Experience Mag, the story of life. It's not tragic, it's magic. Sometimes that what you need to see yourself, break through and free yourself, accept your own and be yourself. Yo, print. Stop playing. Pharaoh Times. You already know what time it is, man. For real. Now, check this out, man. I'm looking at it and I'm saying, when the last time you seen print with artists in it, black artists? So I'm always going to promote my boy Jay Stone and what he's doing over there, because I really appreciate him for keeping this aesthetic. You know what I mean? That's something that I keep for, like, I want to pass that down, you know what I mean, to my kids and things like that. You know what I mean? Like one of those magazines that we used to look at. You know what I mean? What was one of those magazines that you looked at back then and you was like street art or graffiti books or whatever?
Complex. Complex was a dope magazine. They started out giving them away for free. Now look who they at.
Yo, remember when we went to the Echo Block party? And we met Maine? And he had the 50 Cent Brazil top on.
Yo, 50 Cent white beater.
Yo, that was so crazy. Yo,
Maine and Boner, right?
Yeah, that was a crazy time, and I remember that. Like, yo, looking at it, the Hall of Fame with K Slay and all that.
That wasn't the Graffiti Hall of Fame.
That was the Hall of Fame. No,
That
not
was the block party.
That I'm saying. The Hall of Fame where K Slay was at there too and painting things like that. So rest in peace to K Slay. You know what I mean? He was like he ain't want to touch nobody's books, bro. That had me tight. That had me real.
He probably was in a different space during that time.
Oh man, that had me real tight. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm not gonna go in on him like that. I wish I could have had this conversation with you in real life, right? Don't forget, yo, James Bourne LLC. Yo, we could fix your credit. You feel me? And we got the notary next door for $1. Holla, you know what I mean? So, yo, any shout outs, any big ups, you know what I'm saying, for yourself?
Shout out to my daughters Amaya and Aaliyah. Shout out to Whole House Deck. Shout out to Hate NYC Fashion. Shout out to Brooklyn, East New York. Rest in peace, Fifth Mayor.
We ain't even get into that, but you know what I mean. Yo, one of the main reasons I feel like we're so tight, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to the big homie. Yo, it's been another wonderful episode, you know what I'm saying, of our school. Got the chance to just sit down with you, drink some champagne. If y'all want some, there's still some more over here. We ain't gonna drink all of this, you know what I mean?
Yours?
Yeah.
I'm about to make a mimosa.
About to make a mimosa. We drinking mimosas on a Sunday. We drinking mimosas on a Sunday. Like this is a what? Brunch? Sunday brunch? I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to my mans with the Dipset. BB Simeon on today, really crushing them, you know what I mean? Crush grooving it. Yo, before you go, yo, quick question. What keeps you alive?
My spirit, man. That's a deep question right now. What keeps me alive? My children, my passion, my willingness to win, and love.
I like that. And you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Art school, yo, we appreciate you. Thankful for everything that you know what I mean, you do. Yo, don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Yo, artists too. If you looking, you know what I'm saying? Come on up. Hit me. See what's up. We could talk right here. It's a cool setting, right?
I could have did this too.
Yeah.
I could have did this.
Right? It's a cool setting. Feel comfortable and all I see now.
Could have did this.
You could have did that right there, right? You know what I mean?
I'm tight now. Sitting up, my back was hurting. What keeps you alive? This chair. Not right. This chair.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Mimosas. Yo, cheers to you. God bless and we see you later, man. Peace.